I thought I was just gonna like something was gonna pop up and I walk across, but I guess not. Goddamn. GG motherfuckers. Oh, don't tell me I gotta do all that over again. No, they just spawned in again.
Been here before? No.
The fuck?
I've stayed at a lot of roadside motels across the country, on the road, on the run, under the radar. This feels like all of them, like something recognized from a dream.
That was fucking weird.
Hello? Anyone here?
Just by accident this happened, 'cause I was like, oh, I'll hit it one more time. Can't go out. It's like the light switch just brings you somewhere. Doors open. By doing that, it opens up a different door.
Key has a black pyramid on it.
Okay, the Black Pyramid was the very first one. What's going on, Shug? What'd that do? Scared the shit out of me. No, I know this game's tense and then scared me. Playing a game, streaming. That's alright. Third time's the charm, it looks like. Fuck yeah, Silent. This game is dope. Honestly, this game is, if you like weird psychological mind fucking games. This is that kind of game. Gets you on edge. You don't have an idea what's going on. The gameplay is great. However, depending on what you're playing on, it seems like there is some frame rate issues. For instance, I'm playing on PS4 and I am dealing with a little bit of frame rate issues here and there. Soaking my piercing, since now I have to go back to treating it like it's a new piercing. Did you get it re-pierced or what? Yeah, wifey came in and scared the shit out of me. Yeah, PS4 Pro, like PS4 Pro, Xbox, the basic Xbox, and depending on what you have on PC for graphics card, it still has issues from what I've been seeing. It's a pretty common issue, unless you have like a top of line PC or Xbox One X. Seems like it's not much of an issue, but I mean it's not unplayable. It's just once in a while the frame rate hiccups. But the game's dope. Even besides that, like, it's hard not to, like, recommend it. The fuck? Oh! Oh, what the fuck? Okay. I was gonna be like, don't look. I don't know what happened. Thing just scared me, man. I was like, oh no. Salt Assassin, thank you for the follow, Ben. Appreciate it. Supposed to run by? I think you're just supposed to run by. Something happened, I had to go see my piercer to get it fixed. It was painful. Oh, I'm sure it was. No easy mode.
It is a phone. It's an object of power. It doesn't connect to any typical network. A direct line to the astral plane and the board. And my hypothesis is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well.
A director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially, my head of operations. She sees right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself. But things change when you become director.
The fuck? Am I in the director chair right now?
I have it. The hotline. I can reach Trench. Well, listen to him. He feels more like an echo. An echo with important info. I need to get back to Emily.
Huh.
People react strongly when I tell them about you. Is it too soon to tell Emily? She might be able to help.
No, that's true. It saves you some money there. But yeah, I mean, the game's not very difficult, to be honest. The thing is, too, there's like a leveling up system, so you can kind of level up. Okay. You can level up and get past it. So you can like upgrade your weapons and all that. So if anything is too hard. Trench Bureau funding. To all executive staff, I know there is some concern regarding our operations exceeding the annual budget so long as we operate within the oldest house. We are obscured from scrutiny in many respects. If our budget demands are not exorbitant to the point of drawing attention, then we will be granted by the U.S. Treasury without question. The FBC is just another line on another spreadsheet that some lowly accountant won't even notice. Their eyes will skip over us as we weren't even there. The nature of the oldest house allows us certain freedoms on how we operate. Our being here is no accident. Travel costs, accommodation, meals, gasoline, minibar. Damn, dude, this guy spent a lot of money at the minibar. I wonder if if a motel called the Ocean View is going to be found in a landlocked state. But hey, I guess I'm not paid to think, right? And again, I again request that if you brought the budget to get 2 rooms each night. Blah 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 blah. National news sites have begun publishing the story of the polar bear attack in an Alaskan town. You all know I don't like to boast, but claiming that there is a family killed by migrating polar bears desperate for food because of the ecosystem is being ruined by global warming was a stroke of genius. Using the current ecological concerns makes the public much less likely to. So another behind us. So okay, so is something that they call, like, from what I can tell, is like weird situations, like unexplainable situations. Okay, so this is to Trench from Bartel. I'd like to thank you for approving my request for the Dead Letters Archive. Cataloging the Brewer collection of delinquent mail will provide an extremely handy database that research teams... okay, nothing important there. I've gotten scared a couple times. This game is tense and some shit. The shit kind of just happens out of nowhere. What's going on, Bankai? How you doing today, dude? Okay, I need to go this way. Gotta speak with Emily. Oh shit! Oh, that's level 4. That's right. You're not Emily. Have I been in this room? I don't think so. Technological restrictions. The oldest house supposes certain limitations on the bureau, on our bureau, but by far most restrictive is the ability to use certain technological instruments. The oldest house does not allow devices that receive or emit any signal. Radio waves are only transmittable signals in the oldest house, and even those are often unreliable. The power is collective unconscious taken into account. It could be certain that pieces of technology are too new in the culture for the oldest house. Oh, that's why they have old-ass TVs in here. Okay. That kind of explains that. I was wondering what's going on with all the old-ass TVs. And typewriters and stuff. It's kind of weird. So that explains that. Alright, Emily, where you at? You're not Emily. Here you are. Oh. You are definitely not Emily. Is she in the shelter again? Negative. Oh, she's in the boardroom, that's why.
Jesse, did you get the hotline? I mean, how is it out there? The comms? The hiss? Sorry. You made it. I'm glad.
Emily? Let's talk.
Of course.
Before we talk, what's this? Analysis of Hiss Part 1. Okay, so this is, she just wrote this up, it looks like. Initial encounters within the entity known as the Hiss have revealed various behavioral facts. Most notably, the Hiss is able to evade or corrupt control points, altered items, and even humans, radically changing their behavior curiously. Any person wearing one of the wearable HRA devices that Dr. Darling has distributing over the past weeks was not affected by the corruption. The only known exception is to the fact is the new director, Jesse Faden, who possesses an inherently immunity to the hiss. This could indicate that she has already been corrupted, but her behavior is so in contrast to that of the other hiss that I have dismissed this theory. My final observations comes from Miss Faden herself. She is able to cleanse material and organisms of the hiss corruption. We tested the ability on a hiss corrupted entity, but unfortunately the process seems to kill the host. Perhaps the host psychologically becomes reliant on the hiss. Possibly. Something we don't quite know yet.
I got the hotline. I can make out what Trench is saying now.
Incredible. What did he say?
He talked about his management team. People who knew the Bureau's secrets. Your boss, Darling. Tomasi, but he's gone. He's gone. Salvador?
He's the head of security.
And Marshall?
Helen Marshall is head of operations. She's tough, ex-CIA. She took her Rangers and went to the research sector to secure the HRA production. She hasn't come back.
Someone who could help us. The other sectors. How do I get there?
It's impossible because of the internal lockdown. You can perform a directorial override to lift it, but that can only be done in the maintenance sector. Normally, you take the sector elevator down there. It connects all the sectors, but it won't work while the lockdown is in effect.
We already got past one lockdown. Maybe I can find a way.
Jesse, look, with no prep, no training in this extreme situation, you are doing phenomenally well. And all that and the hiss can't seem to affect you. I mean, I would love to run some tests on you. If you agree, that is. We could find out something that would help us.
Tests? I don't know.
No.
She might find out about you. But I wouldn't mind understanding more myself. Okay. If you think it will help.
Great. I'll check the internal documentation for any lockdown bypasses. We need to get these sectors open to locate Darling and Marshall.
And I'll look for a way inside the maintenance sector. The sooner we find one, the sooner I reach this override.
Now what crazy ass shit's gonna happen? Something crazy always happens when this shit happens. It's that fucking janitor, I told you. Because he wasn't wearing anything. He wasn't wearing one of those vests, so he should have been taken over. Oh man. Oh, got the hiccup. Game hiccup. It like, takes a couple minutes to like load right there for whatever reason. After shit like that. Nearest, oh, at the nearest control point. Gotcha.
Hi, Jesse.
I already talked to her all about this.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know. Do you hear that? Someone's singing. Where's it coming from?
Singing? Sounds like it's coming from the elevator.
I don't quite hear it.
Hope has asked us to document the hiss incantation, she calls it.
You mean like in person?
In person.
Alright, what do we got here? We got energy, melee, launch. %50 launch damage, 2 points. Additional weapon form slot. Launch grenades and rockets back at it. Oh, that's kind of cool.
With a pencil and paper. I think she's trying to get us killed.
Astral constructs. Construct shatter. Oh, sweet. Okay, so you can make weapons and stuff from the... Okay. And then you can make mods. Personal mods. Upgrade. Higher tier mods. Okay. Forward countermeasures. What's the survival tactics? Oh, okay. Okay, so those are like test things. Wrong button. Okay, I do got a mod for this gun. Okay, what am I supposed to do? Search for a way to the maintenance sector.
I heard the hesitation power brings up a lot of questions. Coordinating? What is the
Trying to figure out where that singing's coming from, but I don't quite know.
Time to work. Meet me in the maintenance.
Like I said before, the janitor is a friendly face.
Thought the elevators weren't working though. Something's going on with this goddamn janitor. Something I don't trust.
The maintenance sector is the janitor domain. If I can find Ahti here, he can help me reach the override. Maybe it was you who got me into the oldest house with the lockdown on. Maybe it was Ahti.
That's pretty dope.
It felt like he made the elevator appear that took me to Trench's office. Is Ahti guiding me too? The directorial override is right there, in the control room. How do we get there?
Currently locked. Nothing over here. That was close. Ooh. Launch efficiency. Man, there's so many fucking files. His resonance field is a physical dependent that is difficult to define. His barriers appear to impede escape or access by Bureau personnel. 2 methods have been discovered for lowering them: destroy multiple concentrated resonance sources found in the vicinity. Destroy his entities in the area. The resonance fields seem to require support for their size and density from other non-connected sources of his resonance. For inaccessible for use except to the director. Object is 1960s era red backlight telephone. The rotary dial has been replaced with a knob of unknown purpose. The phone weighs something. The object allows the director to communicate with if used by anyone other than the director. Object will cause lethal. Found director trench background. The object suspended manifested in the director's office, placed on his desk. Director Nor was the first. Really? The battery test has just showed up, huh? Looking for access to the janitor's office.
What's down that way?
I don't know, we're gonna find out. Weapon armor damage. Oh!
Oh, this place makes me nauseous. An object of power. How do you think it got down here? A carousel horse. Why is kid stuff always so creepy?
Oh, come, what the fuck?
Let's see the hiss keep up with me now.
It's pretty fucking dope. Got me once, it's not gonna get me again. You know what I mean? Got me once.
Stepping to the EP3, there's rush to do, there's rush to me, but you don't dash, and no too much. Let's join the Thresher Keys. Let's join the Thresher Keys.
This is one creepy ass TV show.
Hey, man! What are you trying? I'm trying to talk!
I'm drawing the pyramid.
The what?
The pyramid.
What's a pyramid?
The Black Pyramid. It's in the astral plane.
Airplane?
Astral plane. It's big, white, and empty. Or is it? It's a weird, crazy alien dimension. The white goes on forever. You can get lost in all that white and never find your way back home.
I miss my home.
I have fucking nightmares. What the fuck? The game definitely has some loading issues though. God, that was creepy. Level 2. Nope.
Well done. You got the job. It's place for congratulations. Yippee, saatana. It happened in the last drop. I truly need an assistant.
Funny thing is, I've been a janitor. I'm more at home in that role than as the director. Only Ahti here seems to see that.
Yeah, hi, Ahti. Look, we need to get the lockdown lifted, otherwise I can't get to the other sectors. Can you help me get to the override?
Yes, yes. Easy peasy. It's just around the corner. But first, we need to get you working. Very small, couple of hours job.
Something tells me it's gonna be more than that.
Yeah. You think there's a dog buried in this? I can tell you are not yesterday's Krause's son. That's why you'll make a great assistant. Very well. I'll hit the facts on the table. Mä kyllä sanon perkele suoraan, that this house has a vermin problem. A bad one. They've already messed up the cooling pumps. And the power generators of a power plant, perkele. And the pensioner inside is starting to feel the band around his head tighten. The situation needs to be fixed before the plant blows up. And we all disappear like a fart in Sahara.
Trying my best to keep up with this. Fix the coolant pumps and the power generators, otherwise the power plant will blow.
But don't you worry. I've left you clear instructions. You'll catch the end of the thread before I go to my vacation. The work's on the task board here. You can do later, when you have time.
Vacation? Right.
Yes, no one's gonna cancel my holiday or seat's gonna rattle. But don't worry at all. You'll take care of it and soon this crisis gonna be last winter's snow. You better go now, so you don't have to run with your head as your third leg. The door in the back leads to the plant.
The door in the back. That's great. Thank you, Ati.
Adi's like a fucking crazy man, dude.
Yep. Burn the trash. Throw it in the fire. Burn it all. Burn it into a reindeer, not into a moose.
Burn the trash around the furnace. Power plant cooler, ventilation. Assuming I haven't been into that room yet.
Okay, so what happens again if that thing blows up?
Power. Explosion. Too much. Director's duty. Keep the lights on. Northmoor was director before me. I never wanted his job. I never wanted power. I purposefully avoided it. Didn't trust it. Didn't want to rely on it. Northmoor was all about power. A man like an explosion, hungry for authority, for order, for more, until it was too much. I had to find a solution in the end. Contain the situation. Northmoor never liked me, but he went along with it, to his credit. He didn't really have a choice. I suppose at the end of the day, a director's most basic duty is to keep the lights on. Here's to you, Northmoor. There were no prime candidates waiting in the wings, but I was there. Had been the whole time, keeping my head down, working my ass off. I had nothing to lose. I picked up the gun almost on a dare. The Ocean View Motel and Casino is a familiar friend to me. I stayed in countless motels like it while investigating AWEs across the country, back in my field agent days. Those roadside motels all bleed together like a dream. Same and not the same. Anywhere and nowhere. The Ocean View operates on dream logic, and the light switch cord leaks out to be found in the most unexpected places. And sometimes, successfully encouraged, to appear and act as a convenient lock to keep out those not trained in dreamscape navigation. Even Bureau veterans can only find one key in the motel. The key that opens the door marked with the inverted black pyramid. The rest, the many other doors, are still mysteries to us. We're all merely guests there. Even the board. Sometimes I need to visit, just to breathe easier for a while. It beats the numb, sterile apartment I spend my nights in, insulated from everything but myself. I guess that's where the whiskey comes in.
Man, there's so much shit. I know you can't control building shifts, but the executive level restroom has been missing for weeks now. I worked my ass off in the Islamabad station for 3 years. I've earned the right to a nice workplace. Shitter, if you can't bring it back, at least find out where it went. What? Bathroom's just fucking going everywhere. Fiberglass horse once used as a seat for a merry-go-round. The pole is still connected to the object. The object is capable of moving short distances at high speeds. It can be quite dangerous when it's in its path. The object is currently bound by the object was discovered at the site of an abandoned amusement park. Local reported that the rides would move on their own and that they would have to be chased out. Huh. So much lore, world building. It's pretty cool though. An object of power escaped the Panopetition a couple of weeks ago where they wanted everyone to keep an eye out for it. So if anyone sees a merry-go-round horse zipping around to the sector, alert me immediately. Do not try to contain it on your own. Oh, okay. Floor cleaners?
Hey, are you new? Go talk with Chief Arish in the security booth. He's in charge here.
Ma'am! Hey! Chief Arish, FBC Security.
They all have HRAs. We're on the same side.
My name is Jesse Faden. I'm here to perform the directorial override to get the lockdown lifted.
Yeah, Chief Arish, FBC Security. I'm just... Oh, hang on, you're the new director. It's a pleasure, ma'am.
Let's skip the formalities, please.
Right. Faden, ma'am. Look, as you can probably tell, it's a bit of a shit show down here. We've been holding our ground, but whatever's gotten into our buddies has them wrecking the coolant pumps and the power converters. The NSC keeps overheating, and my crews keep getting shot before they have a chance to make any repairs.
NSC?
Oh, sorry. Bureau jargon. It's what we call the power plant. You know, the big rumbling metal thing. Salvador, head of security, asked me to protect it in case of an attack. See, what's inside is dangerous. Dr. Darling seemed to know it would be a target.
Darling? He's here?
No, he came down a few days ago, before everything went to hell. He was out of it. Smelled like a bar mat. He was ranting about vulnerabilities and how he only had one large-scale HRA, but that he needed it somewhere else. Still, at least he gave us these personal HRAs before he left. Hey, did I mention that he was tearing his clothes off? Crazy dude.
Darling knew the hiss was coming.
Listen, I love playing 20 questions as much as the next guy, but we have got to get the water and electrical systems repaired before this baby blows. I'll have my guys unlock the doors out of here for you.
I'll take care of it. You stay and keep the hiss away from the plant if you can.
The hiss? That's what we're calling him? Oh, that's catchy. Oh, listen, the radios aren't working, so if you find my boss Salvador out there, could you please ask him what the plan is? I'm sure he will have one by now.
I'll keep an eye out for him.
He sure has a lot of faith in his boss.
Try to stay alive.
Hey, what's your read on all this?
Energy conversion's well below the acceptable percentage. Internal pressure's climbing so fast, I'm amazed the NSC is still holding. When it blows, we're all going with it.
Oh, thanks, Frank. Real positive.
Hi, Simon, I got your message. Yeah, someone in the sector is asking about Hati. Just tell him you'll handle it and leave it at that. Under no circumstance should any person intervene with his day-to-day routine. I told you everything I know about him, so you can do better to deal with his odd habits. But yes, he's still very much a classified matter. He is a classified matter. Just curious about Hati. Also, saw your report about the courier worker who was wandering to the Foundation. Detaining him was the right move. We'll figure out what he saw before we decide on the next steps. Yes, in case you didn't know, something is up between Trench and Darling. I know this isn't your strong suit, but best stay out of it. So everybody knew something was going on. Alright, guys, I think that's a good spot to call it for tonight. It is getting a little late. So, tomorrow we'll be back finishing with this. And then, yeah, so tomorrow we'll be back finishing with this, I think. And then or playing more of this tomorrow. And then I think we have on the docket Wednesdays Minecraft and then Thursdays Mortal Kombat. So every Monday and Tuesday I plan on playing this game until it's done, I think. That's the goal, at least. I heard it's like 10 hours. We got 2.5 hours in today, so probably another like 3 more playthroughs and the game will be somewhat completed, depending on how many side missions we do. But so far I'm digging it. It's very all over the place. It's creepy. Story's awesome, so I'm digging it. So have a good night, guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.